Hey guys. Now, I've been telling you guys that I had something coming, and here we are. Welcome to Real Talk with Iffy. Okay, I'm Iffy, and my company is Global Properties by Iffy and Company. So, yes, you already know what we're going to be talking about today. What we're going to be talking about? Real estate. Yes, real estate. That's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to go ahead and get rolling because we know the attention spans are short. And before y'all know it, y'all be scrolling on me. So let's just get it going. So, yes, I am Iffy, and I was a licensed realtor in Savannah, Georgia. I worked for eXp Realty, and my team was the Johnson team in Savannah. I then decided to move to Lagos, Nigeria in January. So once we arrived to January, I traded the realtor title for referral agent, and I'm still currently licensed. And I wanted to come over here and just learn about the real estate in Lagos, Nigeria, and see how everything works here. And I had to find my own place to live, and it became such a stressful thing. I'm talking stress that I've never experienced before, that I ended up forming a company. Okay, you're welcome, because I'm telling you, I needed myself in January. Something bad. But now you have me, so that's the good thing. And even though I had to learn the hard way, I've learned. I've learned so much. So, again, my company is Global Properties. And what does Global Properties do? Well, we do a lot of things. So, let me just name a few. We do verification. So, we verify properties, we verify land, we verify paperwork. We have our own lawyer who helps us with that to make sure that everything is legit. Okay. We want to make sure that the paperwork they're showing you is not fake. We want to make sure that what they say they have is not expired. We want to make sure the property that you're leasing or buying is not under dispute. Okay? Because that happens quite often. You're buying a house, you don't even know it's under dispute in the moment. Mm-mm-mm. That's not where you want to be. Okay? We also do on site inspections. And yes, they do inspections here. They do. But I had to learn that when they do inspections, what they mean is they do walkthroughs. So they're just walking through the house, making sure like the basic things are there, and that's it. Of course, I attended all these inspections because I am in Lagos, Nigeria, and yeah, it wasn't good enough for me. That walkthrough was not good enough for me to drop money because let's be honest, it's different here. In the States, when you lease a home, right? Say you lease a place, it's 2,100 a month, okay? Every month. Okay. It's not like that in Nigeria. When you lease a home, you're paying for the whole year, sometimes 2 years. So let's just say you need 12 grand for the year to lease a house, right? You have to have that money. And who wants to drop 12 grand and all you got was a walkthrough? Mm-mm. No, no, no. So we do real inspections. I have my own electrician, I have my own plumber. We're looking for everything you can think of. And another thing that people don't realize is common is that when these houses are not currently being leased out, there's no power. They're not powering the house. Okay. The house is just sitting in the dark. So many inspections I went to, the power was not on. Sometimes you get them to turn the power on, and sometimes you will not. So when I do inspections, I make sure that they can get that power on because how can I properly inspect the house if the power's not on? You know, how can my electrician do his job if the power's not on? And sometimes you miss things when the power's not on. You just don't see it. You know, the light coming through the windows is not enough. Okay. So, yes, we do inspections and we do them right because at the end of the day, I feel like what needs to be understood is when you're coming from the UK or when you're coming from the States, you have an expectation. And here's the thing, everything that you expect, you're not going to get it. But some things I understand that that's just how you want it because that's what makes you comfortable when it comes to living somewhere. And I found that there was a big issue with communicating what I needed out of a house, right? So with my company, I already know what you're looking for. I already know what you want. We're in the, there's just too many times when the agent would swear they found something that they thought that I was gonna love, and then I get to the house and I'm like, why would you show me this? Like, but what I expect and what the average person who's here local expects is totally different. It's totally different. So I think the best thing about my company is that when it comes to working with people who aren't here and they've been somewhere else for a long time, I understand those things that you're looking for that aren't really that important to people who live here, you know? So we also do maintenance checkups. So let's say you have a property, right? Who's watching it? Who's watching your property? Hmm? Your uncle, your cousin. You guys are going to learn when it comes to having family members do real estate stuff. Listen, if there's one thing I'm going to always tell you, whether you use me or not, is please hire a professional. Please. Even with the professional, there's going to be some stuff. But trust me, without the professional, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up. You really are. So please hire a professional. But, anyways, if you have a property already and who's watching it? Me, Global Properties, we're watching it. Okay, because that's our job is to watch it. Because you'd be amazed of how many people buy land here and they live in the UK, right? And then they come back and someone is building a house on their land. And so now you got to take them to court, do all this stuff, get a lawyer, do all this paperwork, all because you weren't paying attention to your land. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. People don't believe in me, but it happens more often than it doesn't. Okay. And another thing about my company, when it comes to us, listen, we'll always be transparent. That was a pet peeve for me. Like, it's like you can't get answers out of people. It's like they don't want to tell you stuff. Like, tell me, let me decide. Let me decide what I want, what I'll accept. Okay, don't hide it from me. I start feeling some type of way when I start feeling like people ain't telling the truth. And that was just a big issue is like they only want to tell you so much. They try to keep you from talking to the owner. And that's another thing. It is very important when you're going to drop some money, whether you're leasing or buying, that you get a hold to the person who actually owns the house. Okay. So many people will lease and they haven't even spoke with the owner. You don't even know if the agent who's helping you knows the owner. You really don't. So please, when you're looking at homes in Vegas, make sure you get the contact information for the owner. There's no reason why you should be doing anything and you have not spoke to them. Okay? But yes, with my company, we'll always be transparent and we're always going to make sure we speak to that owner. Okay? Because who got time for that? But yeah, guys, that's about it. I'm trying to keep the segment, under 15 minutes. Really under 10 is the goal. And yeah, I want you guys to like and comment. Listen, in the comment section, please put your questions. Put your questions. I will answer your questions. There's no dumb question. Just put it in there because, listen, I didn't know anything when I arrived. I didn't know how anything worked. I was living out of Airbnbs for months, okay? Months. Just switching, taking 13 luggages to houses every single month. It was a lot, okay? So please put your questions in the comments. If you currently have property here or you've bought land or whatever it may be and you're having some negative experiences, tell us the juice. Put the stories down. Let them see what happens here in Vegas, okay? Because they need to know why they need to hire me. Put the stories. And I like to hear the stories anyways because the stories be cracking me up because they get wild. They get real wild. But that is my time, guys. Again, I'm Iffy. My company is Global Properties. And thank you. Welcome to Real Talk with Iffy. I will see you guys next Monday. Bye. Oh, yeah. And I almost forgot to tell y'all. You can contact me on my Global Properties Facebook page, or you can contact me by email or phone number, and I will have all that information at the end of the video. Okay? All right, so now, bye.